Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say this as calmly as I can because some of you are getting on my last God-given nerves. Donald Trump's launch of airstrikes on northern Nigeria had absolutely nothing to do with saving Christians. It was never his intention. It is clear that it was a show of dominance and power for an absolutely different ulterior motive. I need you to start to critically think and ask serious questions like, why did Trump target these specific communities in Sokoto State in northern Nigeria, which have experienced zero or little terrorist incidents? Listen in.
We have spoken to a journalist on the ground in Sokoto who said to us that one of the communities hit by the strikes has never reported any incident of terror, and that the two communities hit simultaneously, there is only expected to be one where maybe potentially some hideouts of IS-affiliated fighters have been hit. Still very unclear, but in the community that has never reported any terror, they haven't had any casualties, but some homes of civilians have been partially.
Now you heard that. One of those three communities experienced no terrorism. The other one is another one maybe has had some. You mean you bombed Nigerians on a freaking maybe? On a maybe. You damaged homes? You hurt Nigerians on a maybe. Are you asking yourselves, why didn't he launch airstrikes on those other northern Nigerian states that are rife with terrorists? You know, Kanu, Plateau, Bornu, all of these other ones that we constantly hear about terrorist attacks. Why go to specific communities in Sokoto that have zero or little? Why? Because this is part of the calculated strategy. A calculated strategy to weaponize the murder and persecution of Nigerian Christians and Muslims to further America's capitalist interests. Because if you don't know, America has been funding Boko Haram and ISIS and have always known that these terrorist groups kill, murder, and rape and did nothing to stop them because it suited their agenda. So right now, when they are swooping in as savior, nah, it's not because they care. It's because it's to further their capitalist interests. And two, they're using Sokoto State as the backdoor to Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. You know, the new axis of African power that is shaking the West to its very core. The West see it as a threat to its access to African resources and as a threat to the West's dominance on African people. And for those of you who are gullible enough to believe that this was a collaboration with the Nigerian government, I have a bridge to sell you. This was no collaboration. It was a command from America. Trump was going to do whatever the heck he wants, and the Nigerian government is trying to save face by calling it a collaboration. Because think about it. If this was a collaboration, why would the Nigerian government take America all the way to Sokoto State, where there was little or no incidents of terrorist attacks, to those particular communities, and not to the states that are rife with terrorism? States that the Nigerian government, which is in bed with its terrorists and constantly has peace meetings with the terrorists and know these terrorists by name, by face, know their family, know where they're located, would definitely have taken them to the right people or right place if it was a real collaboration. People, please use the brain cells God gave you. I need you to be smarter because they are not even subtle. We are coming in because of ISIS terrorists is the equivalent of we are coming in because Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. It's the equivalent of war on drugs. It's actually war on black people. Think, if Donald Trump can be arming and funding the Israelis' genocide of Palestinian Christians, why the hell do you think he will come and save Nigerian Christians? The man does not care. It's all about lining the pockets of the elites, and they're using Nigeria to deflect from Israel's genocide. Wake the heck up. And those of you thanking Trump isn't your friend. The same Trump who called Nigeria shithole country. Same Trump who just denied all Nigerians visas to America, including the Nigerian Christians he cares so much about, and who he's not affording any refugee status like he did to the white South Africans. This same Trump who just stole a tanker of crude oil from Nigeria, doing to Nigeria what America accused Yemen of doing. People, Wake up.